Hey everybody, I have been trying to make this video for literally months. Just straight up months. So there was one part of angle theorems in our circles unit that I didn't get to. And it was kind of a difficult problem when we tried to solve for the missing angle arc here, or the missing value for x. Now in this particular case, I'm trying to find out what x is so I can get the angle here and then I can get both arc lengths. But there's a lot of missing information here, right? So all I know is that the major arc is 238x plus 2. I don't know what the minor arc is, and I know what the angle is, at least from an expression standpoint. So the idea is, well, how do I solve this? How do I solve this for x? The only other piece of information I know is I know the formula, but I also know that the arcs together, when I add them, are 360 degrees. So the formula, remember, is major arc minus the minor arc divided by 2, and that'll give you the angle measurement that's here, okay? So let's try to work this process out. So I know that the major arc is 238x plus 2. Now, I'm gonna subtract that from the minor arc, but I don't know what the minor arc is, okay? I have no indication of that. So we have to use the only other piece of information that we're aware of, and that awareness is 360 degrees. So I'm gonna have to use that as a quantity. And that quantity is going to be 360 minus the quantity, so it's a double quantity, of what I do know, which is 238x plus 2. Okay? And that is going to be divided by 2, and that will equal my unknown angle, which is 61x minus 1. Okay, so let's kind of dig into this just a little bit. Major arc minus the minor arc. This is the only way that I can represent that minor arc, this piece here. Because I know the minor arc has to be whatever the major arc is subtracted from 360. But I don't know exactly what that is just yet. Then I divide both of those by 2, the difference of that by 2, and that's supposed to equal the angle that's formed by the tangent lines. So let's dig into this and see what's going on. So let's go ahead and distribute the inside. So 238x plus 2 minus 360 minus 238x minus 2. Okay? Now I'll distribute the minus sign again. 238x plus 2 minus 360 plus 238x plus 2. Okay, and that's going to be all over 2, and that will equal my 61x minus 1. So let's clean up the top. 238x plus 238x is 476x. The plus 2 and the plus 2, but I have a minus 360 as well. So that's 4 minus 360, which is minus 356. And that's over 2, which will equal 61x minus 1. Now I can get rid of the denominator by multiplying by the denominator on both sides. But remember, when I multiply by on both sides and I have a binomial, I have to distribute. So I'll have 476x minus 356 equals 122x minus 2. Now I can solve this equation. Let's make it easy and you add 2 to both sides. So 476x minus 354 equals 122x minus 476x on both sides. And I will get minus 354 equals a negative 354x. Divide by negative 354 on both sides, and I'll get x is 1. And that's the answer. X equals 1 for both of those values. And then that means that the major arc is 240. The minor arc is 120. And this value has got to be 60 because it's half of that, right? So 61 times 1 is 1 minus 1 is 1. That's 60. Okay, so the only idea here that I wanted to make sure that I put on paper, on the board, and obviously on eClass was when you're missing a piece of information, because it's easy if I was given this, and clearly I was not. Major arc, whatever that expression is or whatever that value is, minus the minor arc, whatever that expression or value is. Now, if it was reversed and you had the minor arc but not the major, you would do the same exact thing, okay? And this is the way we set up a missing arc length. Divided by 2, and that will equal whatever the angle is of the tangent lines that are formed, okay? Peace out.